It's the 28th of March 2011, and you're an Armenian business person getting ready to listen to a boring meeting. You turn on Skype because it's 2011 and Zoom wasn't a thing yet, and you notice that you don't have any internet access. That's okay, maybe your router is broken. And this meeting is pretty important, so you can ask your neighbors to borrow their Wi Fi. Now, their Wi Fi also doesn't work, and it's from a different company, so that's strange. Well, there's not much you can do. You text your boss, explain the situation, and relax. You have some free time, so you decide to call your sister that lives on the other side of the country. See how she's doing. Anyway, you realize that she doesn't have internet either. Okay, so now things are quite strange. She's on the other side of the country and uses a third internet company. What's going on? For the first time in a long time, you actually sit down and wait for the news. You want to understand what's happening. Half an hour later, you're sitting in your living room looking at a man in a nice suit on TV as he tells you that the entire country doesn't have access to the internet and that you should not be worried. And yet, you begin to worry. What could have caused this? Is it a once in a lifetime natural phenomenon like a powerful solar flare? Or maybe it's a massive cyber attack created by hundreds of the best hackers on the planet? Oh no, you have no idea what the cause is, but you're certain about one thing. It must have been something very unpredictable and extremely complicated. Wiping out a nation's internet can't happen easily. In reality, the entire internet of Armenia was wiped out by one woman, a 75-year-old grandma named Hayastan Shakirian. To explain how this happened, we have to understand the internet. The way the internet gets to your house and your country is actually not through the air or satellites or magic, it's through cables. Quite big cables that run underground and under the sea. But where underground? You could put them anywhere, like in a straight line, but then it would go through people's property, up and down, and so on. It would be complicated. The best place to put them is near railway tracks. And this is exactly what Georgia did. The country, not the state. The cooler Georgia. With the famously good food. But the cooler Georgia made one crucial mistake. Near the railway tracks lives Hayastan, the already mentioned 75-year-old grandma and the internet's natural predator. And on that fateful day, she was looking for copper that she could sell. And as she was digging for copper, she found a big fiber optic cable that supplied almost all of Armenia's internet. Thinking it might be worth something, she dug it up, effectively cutting off the nation of Armenia from the rest of the world, with one hit of a shovel. Now, I don't have to say this, but this is clearly not her fault. Someone that age shouldn't have to work to survive. Wait, stop it. We did social commentary last time. This was supposed to be a fun video. For once. Just once. So what happened next was chaos. But after some time, the issue was located, the cable was fixed, Armenia got its internet, and Hayastan was arrested. And soon she was let go. Because it's quite ridiculous to arrest a 75-year-old woman for killing the internet when she was just looking for copper in order to survive. And you know what her name means? Hayastan means Armenia, meaning that a 75-year-old grandma named Armenia killed off Armenia's internet. Sometimes I love the world we live in. That's amazing. And when she was being arrested, she told the police that she didn't even know what the internet was. That's how cool she is. After all of this, the media and the people started calling her the spade hacker. And if you don't know what a spade is, don't worry, neither did I. It's basically a shovel. The shovel hacker. Now you could say, technically she's not a hacker. And you know what? You're probably right, but I still don't care. She's not like other hackers. You know, when you read about the biggest cyber attacks and it's always, oh, this group managed to cost this random company $10 million of losses through their amazing technology. To Hayastan, that is nothing. She managed to kill off the internet for millions of people using her shovel, and she never even heard of the internet before. She's by far the coolest hacker to ever live. And she managed to achieve the goal of grandmas all over the world. She took the kids off the internet. What's the moral of this video? I don't know. That there's no copper in fiber optic cables. That Hayastan is the world's best hacker. Or maybe that the best hacking tool is always a shovel. Or maybe there is none and this is just a fun video. And if you're the most wonderful kind of person that wants to support a small YouTube channel, here's what you can do. Subscribe and then press this button. And then this one. That way you can get a notification next time I post a video. Now you might be thinking, oh, all YouTubers ask me to do this. I'm simply not gonna do it. And I understand that, but here's why maybe you should. Not only will you help a small YouTube channel grow, but you will have the opportunity to learn new interesting things in the future. It's like sending yourself a gift that you will open later. Maybe you will learn crucial hacker information like which shovel to use and where to dig. But maybe before subscribing you're interested in some of my other videos, just to check that I'm not a bad channel. Which I could be. I hope I'm not. I like to think I'm not. Anyway, here's one on Australia and that time when it was undoubtedly evil. Did some spy stuff and contributed to ruining the lives for how many people? Oh, an entire nation. Or maybe you're looking for something quicker and more explosive. Well, here's a video on that time a month ago when a giant drone flew from Ukraine through the airspace of 3 NATO countries and crashed in one's capital. How did that happen? You can find out.